Now, one thing I have found out about doing these custom brushes, and this is something that you need to pay attention to your Uncle Fishy on, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, days and dens, listen up, turn on your listening ears, okay? Now, when you are drawing things like this, and say you're drawing people that are going to be different sizes because all these people aren't going to be the same height, maybe you want some kids sprinkled in that are half as tall. Maybe you want to have some hobbits sprinkled in among your orcs, and you want your orcs taller than your humans and whatnot. Whatever kind of brush you're doing, if you need things to be different sizes, if you need some of the bugs to be big and giant, and you need some of the bugs to be a little bitty tiny, you need to draw them in relation to each other the right size. Like you draw the child this big and you draw the person this big. But if when you make a selection of those characters and you turn them into an object, if I just select around the child, when the brush paints the person that I selected around and then the child, let's say that's half the size, it's going to make that child the same size as the other person. So that's going to help us keep all of our selections the same size when we go to register all the images that we're going to draw of different people. It's going to help us keep them the same size so that they come out looking consistent. The taller people are taller, the shorter people are shorter, and it doesn't end up forcing the short people to be the same height as the tallest people. You want that variation in this brush, so we're going to make our selection area the same size. All right. Now, above everything, I'm going to make a new raster layer. This is the way I do it. Your results may vary. This is the way I do it. This is the way that's been working for me so far. You need to turn the layer to either gray or monochrome. I'm going to do gray. When you set it to monochrome like this, black and white, it is setting it to your, what is it called? It is setting it to your foreground color or your main color, and it is setting it to your secondary color. So when we do it in this grayscale like this, we can put as many tones of gray as we want to in there, and whatever our main color and our secondary color is, when we use the brush, it will stamp it in that color. Sometimes you will really want that effect, so it's a good thing